Clay, and this is my wife, Chantilly.
Hello.
Hello, and we're going to play MGS1. I think the first time in 2 years. This is our first video on our channel when we first created it 2 years ago was this game. It's my favorite game, I think, in the MGS series. I think you disagree with me, but this is my favorite for sure.
The third one's my favorite, but I love them all. I really do. They are all awesome. And we recently did Twin Snakes, and it was like my first time to ever see it, and I loved it too. It was so cheesy and over the top. It was great.
It was very over the top. But yeah, we're Kojima fanboy and fangirl.
Yes. Cannot wait for Death Stranding 2.
Should be here soon. A few months.
June 26th.
Wow.
3 months. And months fly by these days.
Weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth
When I was a kid, I was like, Big Boss, what?
Right?
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
And we both talked. I think we're going to save Otacon instead of Meryl this time.
Because we've never done it.
Yeah, last one we did Meryl. I've never done Otacon. It's so funny.
Do you know what to do?
Yeah, you just submit to the torture.
Powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid
Snake.
The man with the same code name as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Remember our wedding night? And I'm like, honey, what's our insertion method?
Oh my gosh.
Kept you waiting, huh? Liquid. Oh my God. I can't believe it's been this long. 1998. I got this game. I rented it from Hastings on my PS1. How's it been that many years?
Right?
Isn't that 25 years?
27.
Oh my God. Honey. That's not good. That's scary.
No hard mode for you?
I always played normal.
But you're so good at it.
Well thank you. I'm blushing.
Takes a lot to make you blush.
I mostly play for the story.
That's true.
Most of these names are not real, by the way. Just David Hayter's is the only one that's correct. I don't know why they did that.
It was a common thing in Japanese games back then.
In the 90s and 80s, it had something to do with like
Poaching.
poaching. Yeah. We researched it. Like in Mega Man, it's all made up names and stuff.
So that other companies wouldn't come and get their people.
Yeah.
I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of ballers. of
Chuck
flies.
Farley. Sure.
Bert Stewart. And Frederick Blogs. And the sequel, though, that they're all normal. The names are normal.
Yeah. MGS2 is great. They all are.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85.
He uses that codec in every game.
When you
Yep.
want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Let's see how badly I fail. It's been 2 years since I've played, so
I'm sure you'll do good.
let's see how bad I do.
You're not going to go back in the water and get your ration?
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't need no ration.
I can. Well, see, the developers, those names are all real. They just used fake voice actors.
Yeah.
Pretty much, he's had the same team since the 90s, which is impressive.
A lot of loyalty in Japan. Because we'll see names on Final Fantasy games that have been there since the beginning.
And really, Kojima, I'm sure he'll admit this, but most of his success is thanks in part to his awesome team.
Mm-hmm.
If his team changed every game, I don't think Kojima would have been nearly as successful.
Right?
And when Konami pretty much got rid of this department, he poached almost everyone, I think. So you're playing Death Stranding, you're basically playing a Metal
With
Gear.
his team. Yeah.
Now, one game I haven't really played in forever is ZOE, Zone of the Enders.
I've never played that.
Pretty sure it's the same team. Cigarettes. I like how it lowers your health. Tappy. You know, Tappy, the other person got in trouble because the theme was a Russian song.
Snake, there's an
Too
elevator
close
that
to a
you can
Russian
take up to
song,
the
yeah.
ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
I am. I'm hiding right here. This is what I always do. I don't really watch anybody else play this game. I'm not sure how other people play it, but this has always been my favorite spot to hide. But don't you love how, like, genome soldiers can't see further than like 3 feet in front of them?
Oh, I know. I did go ahead and pull up a guide just because I like to, and it does recommend hiding behind the forklift. You're hiding right where they recommend.
See? I know what I'm doing.
Yep. And I didn't know. Sometimes it gives me like extra information that I didn't know. Like I didn't know that they're more likely to hear you if you walk over the water puddles.
Oh yeah, you make a splash noise.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
But this,
But really smart programming for PS1.
even though this game is wonderful, MGS 2 and 3 kind of obviously
Raise the bar.
Oh, big time. 2 especially. Good
Yeah.
God. The differences between 1 and 2 is immense.
It is.
They went completely autistic in the sequel.
Yeah. Being able to like shoot each individual glass bottle and like ice cubes melting in real time. Like,
And they only took a couple of years to develop the game. That's insane, dude.
yeah.
I don't think their team slept much during the development of MGS2.
Probably not.
And if you know any like fun facts or anything while we're playing, feel free to share.
I will.
Since I'll be hogging the controller.
Yes, I love watching MGS. Cannot play. I'm not very good.
You can give me some fun facts.
Yes.
Maybe some spoilers or Easter eggs.
Yes.
Maybe find something new. I've never used a guide in this game before. I watch 3Dog and then play on Outer Heaven on Twitch sometimes, but kind of not completely paying attention.
Right.
Those guys are hardcore MGS fans, so I don't come close to those guys.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, he must be crazy to fly behind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry.
I didn't realize you'd be so cute.
This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm
Well,
serious.
I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
She looks a lot different in the
The
sequels.
bright dot in
Yeah,
the
she
middle
does.
is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy.
Not their sight, though.
Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate
That
the
sight's not very
disposal
good.
site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Did he puke him out or poop him out?
You know, sometimes it's best just not to know.
Yeah. TMI.
If you
TMI.
want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be
I never
a
go
duct
that
on the
way.
second floor.
I always go second floor.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so I did read there's a hidden cutscene. If you go to briefing before you start, and if you just watch the first one and then leave, you'll get a cutscene of Snake trying to refuse the assignment and go back to his Huskies.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I don't remember ever seeing that one, but that's cute. I like that
Yeah.
he's a musher.
Yeah. Yeah, if you watch the briefing, it takes a while.
Oh my gosh, we started to do it when we were doing Twin Snakes, and we could tell it was going to take a long, long time.
Oh, yeah. And Twin Snakes, I couldn't do this right here. It was like too fast or something. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oops. I'll play Ring Around the Rosie. It's a lot easier to get away in this game versus the sequels.
Oh, yeah.
See? In the sequel, it's brutal.
Mm-hmm. The only one I've played is Phantom Pain, and there reaches a point where I just, cannot play anymore. It gets too hard.
Oh, I know.
Surveillance camera?
A surveillance camera? I could chaff it, but you can sneak around it. Ah.
Very nice.
Guess you could stun this guy, but I think the explosion noise may attract some unwanted attention. Or shoot him. I'm sure that's going to go well.
If you do not pick up the SOCOM right there before you meet Meryl, the cutscene is different. He grabs a hold of her gun instead of drawing his own gun.
He grabs her pistol.
Her FAMAS.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
Oh, he saw my footprints.
Whose footprints are these? Oh my gosh, I love that. We still quote that sometimes.
I know. Whose footprints are these? I don't think he followed me up here, though. But, so how do you get the SOCOM if you don't get it right here? Do you have to go back and get it later?
You'd have to come back and get it after you talk to Meryl. Yeah.
I always thought when you have a SOCOM equipped, you hold your hands up like you're about to kung fu her. I love how they have various things like that in this game.
Me too. Yeah.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power.
Yeah,
to
I'm
run the
standing right in
base.
front of it.
It's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that, too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
One of my other favorite things that the guards say is whenever you take down a camera and they're like, there's no reason for that camera to be down. and what's really funny is that you're actually in charge of security cameras at your job. And
Yep.
when something's not working, we always say like, but there's no reason for it to be down.
I know, right?
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.
Does his frequency stay the same?
I don't know if that is his in because MGS 5 it doesn't use codec anymore.
Right. And in MGS 2, it's not really him.
Well, Master's only in this one, and then Peace Walker in 5.
But like in 2, you think you're talking to Miller.
No, you're taking the first one is Miller. Second one, he's not in there.
Oh,
Or the third
okay.
one.
I get confused sometimes.
It's okay.
The storyline is very, very complicated.
It is.
First floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell.
And don't get cocky.
Don't get cocky.
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Well, that wasn't you.
Not me.
Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth. There's an intruder besides me.
Cyborg ninja.
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Just doing our Die Hard thing right now.
That's right. I read that if you enter that air duct while in alert mode, they'll throw grenades in there after you.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you?
Oh yeah. And they, especially in the sequels. And this is the only one of all of them, I think, where your HP increases the more bosses you destroy.
Press the action
Oh.
button to drop down.
Interesting. Also, the only one where tranquilizing is not an option.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer, huh?
Mm-hmm. Because in all the other games, you try never to kill anybody.
Yep. It's fun.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo
And in Death
elevator
Stranding,
that
if you
take
kill
down
someone, it's
somewhere
game
around
over.
there. Try to
They take
find
it to a next level.
The first time we played Death Stranding, I accidentally ran someone over.
Like on your motorcycle or something.
Yeah, and it caused a game over event. And then I tried loading the save data back. I could never find the body,
Yeah.
so I had to restart the game, dude. I think I found a bug
Yep.
because of that.
But we're super, super duper careful now.
Oh yeah. Okay, got the thermal goggle.
Awesome.
Need a card. Don't have one yet. Yeah, your inventory space will increase in size as well further along in the game you go.
Yeah, I was thinking that you should be able to hold more than 2 rations.
Eventually. And then B1, I think.
Yes.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
I'm trying,
Hurry
Maylee.
and rescue him.
If you didn't know, you can do that. You could lean against the wall and have a special cutscene right there.
Yep, that's so cool.
I think there's a ration down here, but we're full.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
I
Kojima
love
just
how it's so realistic, but it also breaks the fourth wall a lot.
all the time.
Yes.
I think Kojima assumes you're retarded. Never played a game before. Like those new Final Fantasy games are the worst.
Oh my gosh. In Final Fantasy 16, where it said, tilt your left stick to walk, tilt it harder to run. I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Just in case your grandma decided to play Final Fantasy 16.
And she's never played a video game or held a controller before in her life.
Right.
I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
It's Johnny. Japanese games tend to have a knack to be over explain everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the opposite before the 90s. In the late 80s and early 90s, games were like, you had to have the instruction manual. The game doesn't tell you anything how to
Yes. And some games that we've played together, like, I don't know how long it would take to beat it without a guide. Like Clock Tower and D
geez.
and games like that. It's like, oh man.
play. I tried. I beat him before without a guide, and it sucked. He ran around lost for hours.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
He really wants you to look at
First-person view
Meryl. If you exit the vent shaft and look at her and come back and look at her and come back and look at her like 4 times, she'll be doing her exercises in her underwear.
Yeah,
We did that last time.
we totally did. Is it worth it? Maybe not, but really funny nonetheless.
It is funny.
If you also get back to the bathroom real quick in that later cutscene, she's in her underwear.
Still in her underwear, yeah. Because she hadn't had time to put on pants. You were too fast.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really?
Really?
It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Ooh, Metal Gear. You know, Germany's making like a real-life Metal Gear right now.
I know, isn't that like it's so weird. After playing games like this for forever.
Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past.
They even have drones in the sequel.
So that's the reason we're here
Cypher.
at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
He repeats everything, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
Repeats everything.
One of the
He
members
does.
of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that
He
has
has
a
to
lot of
show he's
electronic
listening.
Yes.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level
Ooh,
1
our
security
first
door.
key card.
Yay.
It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
That gas station burrito.
It happens.
Hey, what happened?
Never eat sushi at a gas station.
That's true. Good advice.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Okay. Is there anything under the bed?
Yeah, but you're full,
Yeah, I'm full.
which is good. You never get hurt.
Come on, Meryl.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not.
Bless you.
Don't move!
Yeah, thanks.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
Poor Meryl.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance. That scared look in your eyes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you don't have a
They're
gun
rookie's
already, you
eyes
just kind of
I
make
ever
your
saw.
kung fu fist.
You've never shot a person, am I right?
You
Well, the
talk
guide
too
says
much.
you grab the end of her
Safety
promise.
off, rookie.
You do?
I told you I'm
Yes.
no rookie.
That's not what I remember.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door.
Maybe the timeline
You
changed.
got a
Maybe.
car, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
She didn't even help in the first round.
She's trying.
She's trying.
And poor Johnny back there, butt
Oh. Not sure why he's naked, but oh, it's because she took his outfit, huh?
naked. Totally.
Yeah.
This is a good spot to stand, by the way.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can murder. You're a murder man in this game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to knock people out or hide.
She seemed mildly confused about grenades being thrown at her. Good job.
Thanks for the help.
No need to be sarcastic.
Right.
You just saved her life. That's cool. We're going to save Otacon this time.
That's right.
You've killed
The
him.
best bros.
Best bro ending.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Damn.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Just like that.
It's such a weird mixture of realism and sci-fi.
Yes.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I have to press the action button.
That's right.
If I had my camera, I could take a picture of him right now, but...
Aww.
Nothing there.
Seems like you can hold a lot of bullets. You've
Yeah.
picked up a ton.
Well, I used a lot. We're full again. And that one's the torture room.
It's what the little plaque says outside. The torture room.
The torture room.
It'd be funny.
With a rotating bed. Should we go back to the first floor?
B2.
Oops. I didn't press the action button. Action button circle, by the way. I pressed X. X is cancel in this game.
Okay.
I always forget. And there's actually, it shows you, if you look, PSG1, it actually tells you.
Yeah. We figured that out when we were playing Twin Snakes, that all the doors are labeled.
Yeah.
Which is really neat.
Twin Snakes is pretty much the same game, just like amped up to 11.
Yes.
The cutscenes are ridiculous.
And I loved it.
Like you can go in that locker right there. What does that sign say up there? No smoking?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm smoking. Sorry.
You're such a rebel.
It's funnier than my head than execution, I guess. Is there bombs in here? Okay, good. Sometimes there's like landmines and stuff.
Right.
All right, so we have to plant C4. True story, I totally forgot about these walls up here until like a couple years ago. And it's been 10 years. I was like, oh my God, something new.
Yeah, I remember that when you found it. And I had never seen it before. And I was like, oh, wow.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Is there a camera in here? So chaff and an extra stun. That's all it was. There's one more over here. This looks suspicious. Think it's a laser?
If you use your thermal goggles, you should be able to see. Oh, there's like
Trapdoors.
Trapdoors.
It's red. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I noticed in the Twin Snakes, it's a lot less forgiving. When you hit a trapdoor, you like pretty much fall for it. On this one, you have a second to get off of it. All right, finally, the right one's right here. And that should be it. And that's the only place in the whole game besides the hallway down here to have walls you can explode.
Well, it says that there was 4.
4?
Uh-huh.
In there?
Yeah.
I've only seen 3. Do you know of an extra room that I don't know of?
Oh, okay. Never mind. There was 3. It was just saying that in the room B2H, you can get SOCOM bullets and C4.
Okay. You're about to surprise me. I was like, whoa, there's an extra room I didn't know about?
Darn.
You're about to make my day, man. Wouldn't that be neat if someone found something, an Easter egg in this game that no one's ever seen before?
It would be.
There is an Easter egg in the fight with the hind, or the hind D on top of the skyscraper.
Uh-huh.
If you have mono turned on instead of stereo, they'll make fun of you. like for having a mono TV.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know about that until the other day.
I remember you sending me that clip the other day. That was cool.
Yeah, they totally like make fun of you. We can go in there, but I don't think we can unlock those doors yet. So you'll just get gunned down by the turrets. Yeah, we can't even.
There's something over there.
Yeah, I guess I can use a chaff and see. C4.
Nice.
This fight was stupid easy and Twin Snakes.
Oh, it was.
I zoomed in first person view and gunned him down in less than like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
Or Shalashaska.
Draw!
Well, I thought I got him.
I love to reload.
He has to reload. Good time to shoot him.
Yeah, this battle was so funny on Twin Snakes.
Yeah, it was like easy.
Yeah.
As long as you have your rations equipped, you'll automatically use it if you're hurt. Good pro tip.
Don't you want to settle this?
I like how he can ricochet. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
He shot off the wall.
I love the smell of Corda. You know, that sulfury smell.
Sulfury smell.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Man, after MGS5, Ocelot turned into a real big dick.
He really did.
I don't know if I've ever shot Baker before. That'd be kind of funny. But mean.
It would be mean. What'd he ever do to you?
It was not personal. I bet you put a C4 in the ground. That'd be kind of funny. Let's do that, actually. Oh, bad idea.
Remember when you said, you know, that'd be, let's do C4. That'd be funny.
Bad idea. That's funny. Well, I never tried that before, and now I know.
Now you know. That was great.
I hit him.
Uh-huh. Oh, it actually mentions in the guide, it is possible if you have any remaining C4 left over, you can only place it on the walls. Anywhere on the floor will kill Baker. Okay.
Okay. Only have one left, though.
Now we know.
Bitch.
Nice.
Oh, I wish I had more, man.
I know. You could have gone into the other hallway, but that's okay.
If I had all 4, I bet I could easily take care of him doing that. That's actually a good strategy.
It is a good strategy.
Might be the best way to do it.
All right. Alive.
Every boss battle has an easy way to do it.
Mm-hmm. I like how it keeps track of Ocelot's bullets for you.
Yeah. Does it do that in 3 also?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I love the smell.
If you'd stop talking.
Almost got him.
One more shot.
The C4 helped a lot.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think 2 or 3 C4s and he's done.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a really good trick.
It is.
Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand!
We tried so hard to save Baker.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again. Who are you? I like you. I have no name.
That exoskeleton.
Who the hell?
How come I have a suppressor all of a sudden? I didn't
You're
get that
just
yet.
that good.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Maybe they assume you're supposed to have gotten back and got that already.
Chief told me he gave
Probably.
his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
We're doing that
That's
now.
pretty cool. Yeah.
But the DARPA chief...
Maybe not for that, but...
Right.
...by reading his mind.
But Neuralink implants are a thing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
Totally insane.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What?
You
Who
popped your
does that?
knuckles
Not the
50 times
terrorists.
today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Woman? Who?
Do you
A
hear it?
soldier that was
Yes.
thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed
I've always
to break
liked
out of
Meryl,
here, though. I
but
hope
not
she's
today.
okay.
I'm sure she is. She's
Today we're having the
green,
bro
but
ending.
as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Damn.
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
CD case.
Contact her right
I
away.
love that.
Tell me, if this
But what if
doesn't
you got
work,
this game at a
there's some
garage
other
sale
way
or
to
a
prevent
pawn
the
shop and there wasn't a case?
You're just screwed. Plug in your modem and dial up and connect to the internet.
Find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Race Project.
Otacon!
A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's
Hold on,
north
we're in the
from
middle of
here.
the cutscene.
That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff.
It stands for material
That cracks us up every time.
It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black Project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
People still call them that.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yeah, that's about what I'd expect of a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disk exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Yay!
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me?
He always suspects Snake.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
Whoops.
What the hell? Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake,
There's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Mind if we pause for a bit?
I was about to say this is probably a good stopping point for today.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But let's go ahead and load up on some stuff, and then I'll stop for the day.
Okay.
I'll play more tomorrow. Can I open that door from here? That's a 4 card? Really? Let's see how it is. Do I have any? I don't have any C4.
You don't have any C4 left.
I'll have to come back later. You get like a digital camera in there and stuff.
Don't you have to have the 4 card first?
Probably. I forgot which ones. I'm good on grenades. Which ones were these? Ammo?
I think it said you can hold 49 now instead of 12. Or 24, good. Sorry.
Oh, you get the FAMAS right here. But there, as you can see, there's...
Floor.
Yeah. Where's my thermal? You just have to crawl.
Oh, okay. It's not the falling floor. It's lasers.
Yep. If I had my suppressor, I'd take that guy out. Is there 1 guy or 2 guys? 2 guys. Which one was this?
I don't know.
Nothing in here. PSG one's way later. what we should do is I'll fully explore B1 and get the suppressor, I think, and then we'll be done for the day, and we'll continue on to the warhead storage facility. Actually, no. Wrong floor. Floor 1. Fun game, man.
It is. It is super fun.
If you don't mind watching cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you don't like doing that, then you should probably not play Kojima games.
Yes, he loves cutscenes.
This
Because we talked about, like, I've really been wanting to play Death Stranding 1 again, and we were talking about how that would probably be a better game to just, it might be a better game just to play by ourselves instead of streaming.
Right.
Because there's so many cutscenes, but...
Yeah, I think it's assumed you're supposed to get your suppressor right here.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the cutscene, he had a suppressor. Death Stranding has a lot of story, but it's not too bad. I think 4 is probably the most...
4 is the most story intensive.
Oh, Lord.
Like,
Yeah.
some of the cutscenes were over an hour long.
Yeah. I'm going to take this guy out.
Wow, you couldn't even see him on screen. You really are the best.
Well, he can see him. I probably shouldn't do that because the guy might hear the explosion. Unfortunately, you can't take the cameras out with your gun unless you have the Nikita. Not Nikita, but Stinger. That's going to be loud, though.
Mm-hmm.
Cardboard box A. And if you use the cardboard box, you'll be put on the truck.
Oh, yeah.
I think you have to like be in the truck, in the box. Then the truck will like drive with you to its location, which is kind of cool.
It is cool.
4. And the camera doesn't give a shit that someone just got
started
shot
to say, did the camera not notice?
in front of it. Yeah. It's pretty funny, huh? Mine detector. Which is good, but if you already have the thermal, I don't think you really need the mine detector.
Right.
I wish I could shoot it. You probably can in the Twin Snakes, but having all the MGS2 stuff in Twin Snakes kind of made the game feel a little bit too easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it seemed a lot easier.
I'm just changing floors just to be on the safe side because I don't know.
Is that how it saves?
Yeah. I don't know if you have to zone before it saves what you've done. Just be on the safe side.
Oh, yeah, you call her to save.
Snake? Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys.
That's comforting.
Try
Thanks.
to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised
Guangdong.
in America.
Guangdong.
I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, that's all for today. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll play more in a few days, if not tomorrow.
Sounds great.